What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, bottom video, and we're gonna get right into it. So today we got a juicy one on our hands. Pause. Don't let's not do that. But y'all know what I'm about to get into. Obviously, from the title of the video, we're gonna get into the TD Jakes lawsuit today. Now, we ain't gonna start with the lawsuit. We gonna flip it back to about a week. Well, actually, exactly a week ago. I'm shooting this on December 1st, posting on December 2nd, obviously. But so this would be last Sunday, which is what, November 24th, I think, something like that. So TD Jakes last Sunday, he had to be rushing because he preached at a big mega church, the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas. TD Jakes had to be rushed off stage last Sunday, due to what at the time they called a minor health incident. But he revealed I think, well, today I think he said he talked about it, that it was, he had to go to the ICU and that he had to have surgery for this, but he is now doing okay. One, you should watch the video. It's not too crazy, not too graphic. I'm not gonna put it in here obviously because if it was him, I'm gonna get into my opinion later. But if he was actually having a medical emergency, I'm not gonna put that video in here. But it went kind of viral, so I would say research it. It goes interesting in what I'm gonna say later. um, that's basically it with the precursor. Now, basically, a couple days, sometime this week, he filed a defamation lawsuit against Dwayne Youngblood, who was a former pastor and also now a registered sex offender, who alleged that Jake sexually assaulted him about 40-something years ago. So first you do the math. TD Jakes is 67 in 2024. So he would have been at 40-some years ago, so it's not exactly 40. So he'd be from his early to mid-20s basically when this happened. For it said young. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna get in that yet. So I'm basically gonna get into what the cause they kind of described the actual attempt on what he doing. So I'm gonna get into that first. So it said the first attempt, Dwayne was saying he was getting counseled by Jakes, and then as he was about to leave, Jakes real like attempted to kiss him and wrapped his arms around him. So I mean that's the thing. That's the thing. Um, Also he said that like Jakes called his home, and first he described that the nigga was in the bathtub. So that's freaky as hell. After TD Jakes look like the type of nigga that call you in the bathtub. I'm not gonna lie, he look like he be on some weird freaky shit like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's an ugly ass nigga too. I ain't even gonna tell you, that nigga is ugly. If he had to get some money to get some hoes, or well, I guess he ain't getting no hoes. We see what he got going on, but that nigga ugly on my mama. But basically he said, so he called his home. He talked to a nigga, and basically we was like, he told him that he wanted to, basically he was trying to sleep with him, and he didn't want him to sleep with anybody else because he didn't want, TD Jakes didn't want his wife to catch something, and that he would take care of him for the rest of his life. So if it was, so that's also a thing. So why one is really, it could be really nasty because he said 40 some years ago. So Dwayne Youngblood, I think at the time, currently he's 58. So if it was 40 some years ago, around that time, he could have been like 40 years exactly. He'd be 18. So if it was more than 40 years ago, he was underage. So that's already freaky as hell. And obviously TD Jakes is, I think they said they got a 9-year age gap. So that's nasty as fuck off the rip. And TD Jakes a big ass nigga. So I see why he feel uncomfortable. Okay, yeah, that's nasty as fuck. I'll take that back actually. Um. So now before I get into my opinion, I'm gonna get into like what the backstory of Youngblood a little bit, since I did say earlier that he is a registered sex offender. Um, so they obviously detailed this in a defamation lawsuit against him because they're trying to help TD Jakes out. So Youngblood was first arrested on charges of sexually assault and corruption of a minor and other charges while he served as a pastor of a church in Homestead, Texas, obviously because TD Jakes owns that mega church in Dallas, Texas. He was accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old while counseling him in 2002. And the weirdest thing about this, the teen was seeking counseling because he had already been molested by an older cousin. So double molestation is out of fucking pocket. That says a lot about the nigga. But I'm gonna get into why Hold on, it says a lot about the nigga, but that's nasty as fuck. That's grimy as hell, honestly. Um, then it said Youngblood, who is on the parole, who he's already on parole. Well, he is already on parole. Well, he is still on parole. Through the state of Pennsylvania, because he was also charged with inappropriately touching two teenage victims while he was counseling them in '09 and 2011. And he has pled guilty and admitted to all crimes. So that's a nasty nigga. He's a nasty nigga. I don't think it's no looking past that. I don't think it's too much to say on that nigga charges. He's a nasty nigga, like, clearly. But okay, the reason one, I'm not gonna lie, I believe him. It sound crazy. As crazy as it sound, I believe. I'm not TD Jakes. I believe the other nigga. For one, TD Jakes has been like in the rumor mill, kind of with the Diddy thing. It was always in the rumor mill that TD Jakes was kind of on that weird stuff, that he was doing shit with Diddy. So and it was I don't know if it was in the lawsuit, but I know someone named his ass at one point. I remember. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember somebody did name him like in some real shit with the Diddy shit. But it was always in the rumor that he was doing this somewhere. Two, also kind of relating to the Diddy thing. Hurt people. What I'm saying. So we hearing about all the shit that Diddy did weird. It's also known information that Andre Harrell kind of did those things to Diddy, and that's why Diddy became who he was. And then who that nigga they said? I think it's Lyor Cohen. Well, I don't know, bro. It's one of them old. No, I don't think it's Lyor Cohen. I think he too young. I don't know, bro. It's one of them older white. Yeah, I think I just fucked somebody name. I ain't. Yeah, take that back. Don't associate with him if it's name. But it was Clyde Davis. I'm pretty sure it's Clyde Davis. I'm pretty sure they said Clyde Davis touched Andre Harrell, and then he touched Diddy, and so it became a whole line of people saying. So that's why I said hurt people. So if he was sexually assaulted as a young person, then what I'm saying, he might do the same thing. Just hurt people. It's not right, but it's a trend. It's a thing that happens in life, So that's another reason I kind of believe him. Also, okay, hold on. I forgot to say this part before I got into my opinion. Lawyers before this, he like made it public. A lawyer representing Youngblood sent a lawyer on November 15 demanding $6 million to de-escalate things quietly. Now, that looks funny. I get in my opinion. Okay, I'll say that for last though. Okay, well, like I said, hurt people. But the next thing I was gonna get into though, if y'all, it's the timing of the defamation lawsuit and the timing of him supposed to be having his surgery. Now, if he actually had a health incident, like I was saying earlier, then scratch everything I'm about to say. Scratch everything I'm about to say, because we don't want nobody to get hurt, or I don't want nobody. If he actually, I'm not wishing death for no bad health on nobody. Let me say that. I will say though, because of the timing and when he had the health scare and how it happened, if you go watch the video, the shit look a little funny to me. Because the nigga was just sitting in the chair and just like I ain't gonna say that's not possible. You can't have no health scare, but like he kind of, it looked like, okay, yes, he paused and he was nodding off, and then they just rushed him. So it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. If you just watch it kind of look a little fake, man. It look a little staged. I hate to be that guy, but to me, it look a little staged. Now, I'm not saying that's not possible, but it's not like this nigga ain't rock. He ain't fall. He just kind of like, look like kind of nodded off, paused, and then they just rushed him like this was a plan. It just felt kind of planned. And then the timing with the defamation and all that, like because you gonna know a lawsuit is coming. You feel me? And then it already said that he sent him a letter previously to making it public. So you know it's coming. You feel me? So you trying to get ahead of it with different PR. So like I said, if it's a true health, if he really did it, scratch all that. But I ain't gonna lie, the timing, how it looked to me, it looked a little funny, me personally. Now, last thing. Now, the only thing I would say, like I said, I don't believe him, and it looked a little fishy. The way that the lawyers demanded $6 million to escalate things, and then the timing of things, because like I said, he's been mentioned with Diddy, and Diddy keep getting denied bail. Diddy just went to jail, so it's like timing of things. That's the only thing to me that's like, yeah, look a little fishy, especially if the letter was just like, we need $6 million, or because it was like, because if you're a real victim, especially if you're somebody who's done it yourself and you keep doing it and you're trying to say you're remorseful for your actions as well, and you're actually a victim, then you would be more worried about. Yes, you want the money. I'm not saying he don't want the money, but you would be. You might have a little more cause for the fight for it being public and for like talking about sexual assault publicly. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it might be a more cause for the fight for you, not just the money. But like I said, I don't know the man. I don't know his heart. But yeah, it's a sticky situation, bro. So whoever, like I said, I don't know who's lying, who's telling the truth. You know, it's always usually three sides to the story. The person one side, the other person's side, and somewhere in the middle. So it's probably somewhere in the middle, but it's a sticky situation for sure. So like, share, subscribe, comment, IG, TikTok, video, and we out.